First of all, where you're going to find these alerts that we're talking about is under dashboard. You're going to go over to alerts here. And then these are all the alerts that we're going to be talking about today. For starters, we're going to start with the upcoming birthdays. Our system is already sending out birthday emails to everybody throughout the system, but it's also going to go through and mine your system and let you know when somebody's eligible for a refinance. So this is going to let you know, like, hey, if you want to do something extra, you can go in here and send them an email, send them a text. You could send them a video message if you wanted to on their birthday. If you plan ahead, you could send a postcard directly from the system. As far as anniversaries go, this is going to be our loan anniversaries. The loan anniversaries are going to be anniversaries, as you can see, these funded a year ago. So the system tracks that and is going to let you know who's eligible for that. So, hey, you might want to reach out and, send them an email. You could add an event to the tracker and say, hey, you know what? We had a phone call. It was a great call. And that would show up in the tracker event in that borrower's folder. As far as our refinances, we've got two different ways to do our refinance alerts. Under the refinance monitor, this is just going to monitor based upon the fixed rate. Now you can go in and adjust the parameters right here, and you can adjust, hey, I want it 60 days or 30 days away from prepayment penalty expiration, whatever you want. Maybe you want it 6 months in the loan, or maybe you want it a year or a year and a half in the loan. Maybe you only want a quarter point difference in rate, maybe a full point difference. You could say, look, I want somebody that's coming up with the arm switching out of the fixed period there. You can adjust the rates manually, or you can check the box to have the national average. So I use the national average because I can always beat it. That's just what you have options to do within the system. And then down below, these are emails that you can get for the alert. If you have a new assignment, you can have an alert pop up for you for that and send you an email. If you have a notification from a coworker that does an event, you could have that alerts. Different reports that you can have sent through. You can have all the alerts and birthdays. Those come through every morning at 7 a.m. You could always have the extended processing report sent to you. And these are all different things that you can check in here. And then you've got client reminders. You could set email reminders for them every day, or every third day you want a text message to go out to them, reminding them of documents that you need. Going back to our alert screen here, the next one that we're going to talk about is the refinance minor opportunity. So this is a little bit different than the first one we were talking about, in that the minor is going to get more granular in terms of what you're talking about. So when you click configure, it's going to allow you to configure multiple different programs, as you can see right here, with different rates. You can adjust the time period. You can adjust the delta. The delta is how much higher the rate is. So if you wanted a point higher, you wanted a quarter point higher, you can adjust that in here. You'll also be able to say, I want to start this refinance campaign for all of these, and I can click update preferences, and it'll automatically start that campaign for you. The next one that we're going to talk about is the listed properties alerts. In the listed properties, these are pulling based upon your records in the system already. So it's pulling based upon the address. If the property goes listed every night, it's going to check in the morning to pull through each day what your active listings are. You can look at them multiple different ways. You can look at all the listings. You could also look at the active listings. You can look at the ones that have become inactive. This is going to be like you're sold, or you can dismiss them. If I go in here, I can select the whole list, dismiss the whole list. Let's say, you see a listing and it pops up and you're going, oh, this is great, but how do I get in contact with this agent? Well, you could pop in here and add the agent to your record. And then once you've added the agent, that agent can pop in, and now you could start communicating with that agent, setting them up for campaigns, stuff like that. So where you would turn some of these on is under modules. So you're going to click on your picture, go to modules, and the biggest one that you're going to turn on is the rate refinance minor opportunity. So that one you can turn on right there, and you can activate it and go from there. The last thing that we're going to talk about today is something that is up and coming for BNTouch, is the credit pull alerts. We are going to be adding, depending on the interest of customers. If you are a customer currently, you just need to contact support, let them know that you are interested in having your pipeline monitored. They can monitor all of your records for your borrowers. As soon as a credit pulls, you can see that, and you're going to get an alert for that. There is an additional cost. We are seeing how many people are interested before we start doing the pricing. All we want to know is, are you interested at this point? Thank you very much.